Hi everyone, thank you so much for stopping by my channel and hanging out with me for another video. My name is Agnes, my channel is The Sunday Stylist, and I share on my channel habits, hacks, tips and tricks to help you clean and organize your home. I love having a clean, neat, tidy, organized home, but I don't like to spend my whole life being a slave to my house and cleaning it.
My love was lost when you came and took it all. My mind says stop, but my heart is screaming out.
The most important thing for me is to get the cleaning out of the way quickly and early, and the easiest way to have a clean home is to have a decluttered and organized home. So in today's video, I'm carrying on with part 2 of a Declutter My Life series, planning to move in the next few months. So I really want to go through absolutely every last thing in my home and get rid of anything that we don't need, we don't use, we don't love, anything that we're just hanging on to for the sake of it, that's taking up space and that's taking up my time to be constantly organizing it, paying to store it, cleaning it. It's time to get rid of anything that isn't serving us so we can really free up our space and our time to be doing what we love doing. The other thing that I really wanted to achieve in this big house declutter was to really go through and get all the things that are stored in separate random places in my home. Like for example, today I'm tackling all of the stationery, the home office supplies, all the arts and crafts, all that kind of stationery type category, getting it from all the random places. Some of it is stashed in that white cabinet that you can see. I've got stuff in my desk drawers, obviously. The kids have got some stuff in their bedroom, and I even had a box of assorted arts and craft supplies in my bedroom. I wanted to get it all together in the one place so I could set it out, lay it out, see really what I could get rid of so I can have a really good look at it, have a good go through, see how much stuff I've got. So I've got that visual idea of how much room I need to store it. So how many boxes or how many drawers do I have to set aside to store and organize all of our home office supplies and stationery. Things like printer cartridges, printer paper, laminating pouches, notebooks, all those things that you kind of just have when you've got kids or if you've got a basic home office, the things that you need to keep a hold of because kids have always got an art project or something that they're working on. So there's no point in getting rid of it if you're just going to have to buy it each and every time. But I wanted to go through and get rid of any duplicates, get rid of anything that was used up or dried up, like some glitter pens we had that were all dried up, any glue sticks or anything like that, as well as a few arts and craft things that I really felt comfortable that we really didn't need. Things that I have had for many, many years that I haven't used. I'm fairly confident the kids are not going to be interested in using them. They're not going to need to use that stuff for any art projects. So I felt comfortable letting all of that stuff go.
What's your excuse to make me cry? My love was lost when you came and took it all. My mind says stop, but my heart is screaming out. Don't go, just leave, no stay with me. I'm incomplete. I got mixed emotions, can't make my mind up. Just leave, no stay with me. I'm incomplete. I got mixed emotions, can't make my mind up. How can I love you when you're not around? How can I let you let me down, down, down? How can I long for you feeling so small? Love should be everything or not at all. My love was lost when you came and took it all. My mind says stop, but my heart is screaming out. Don't go, just leave, no stay.
Paper, laminating pouches, some cardboard, some postal envelopes, small laminating pouches. I do just keep a little small stock of paper there so I don't have to reach in for this. And I've just been playing around with different trialing different kind of options for this little drawer because I do like having things in individual things. Like I wouldn't want to have all this just dumped in one big bin, but I don't like having wasted space. So if you just have one layer of these, it looks nice, but you've wasted that whole space. So you can double stack them. And although it's not perfectly ideal, at least it's maximizing the space. And you can either do it like that, kind of. Got a couple spare here. Something like this. Or you can also do it. These bins are the iDesign bins. I bought mine from Big W probably 10 years ago now, and I've used them for everything. Kitchen organizing, stationery and home office organizing. They're brilliant. And then these are just some tubs from IKEA. So they come in different depths, different sizes. They just so happen to fit perfectly too. And they just so happen to perfectly fit, well, not perfectly, but perfectly enough. Done is better than perfect. You know, it's great for storage, but the thing about this is when it's out of sight, you know, out of sight, out of mind, so maybe it's not the best because then it doesn't encourage them to get used up, which is what I want them to be. I want them to be used up. But I have found that if I put out the colouring in book and just like a small selection of pens, Riley has just been picking them up and doing them. So that has been working well. So maybe what I can do is just get out one of these and keep them in rotation. So you just like pop them into a glass jar. So it's like appealing and it looks like, oh, I'd like to, you know, grab one of these and start doing my little colouring in book. So that might be an option. And then it doesn't waste any space. So I don't know. This is just like it's a work in progress. It's not the end organising configuration, and I'm sure I'll change it around a ton, but for now, you know, it's working okay. Next level down, we've got these jewelry organisers from Kmart. So I've decluttered so many accessories and so much jewelry that I've got all of these organisers free and left over, and I love them because they are compartmentalized, so you can put things in that, you know, and it's just got things like magnets, thumbtacks, these little paper clips. I use these all the time. Just some binder clips, more magnets, just random little bits and pieces that you've got around the house. You've got to store them somewhere. Just random little bits and pieces that you've got around the house. You've got to store them somewhere. These I need to go through and declutter. These are all of my like loyalty cards, gift cards, debt reduction, motivation. So it's just, you know, you accumulate garbage like sushi train, a library card. I've got about like Kingpin, Velocity, Laser Force, Boost Juice, gift card with random $2 amounts on them. I may as well just throw them out. Exley rewards cards. Like all these things, for the most part, I've put these onto my StoCard app on my phone, but I just need to go through them again and just double check that they're in there and then just bin them. These are my little cleaning motivation cards. I just made these up. It's just a fun way when cleaning gets boring or you're just lacking motivation. I just go through this and it's got like every area of my house. So if I want to work like clean my house in one day but I'm lacking motivation, I'll just go through and I'll go like, what are we starting with? Okay, the bedroom, and it's got like a little list of things to do. Next up, what are we doing? We're going to do the study. So tidy up the desk area, pick it up, clean the keyboard, computer and screen, clean the keyboard and mouse. Next, what are we doing? And I'll just spend 5 or 10 minutes and it just really keeps me motivated to make cleaning a little bit more interesting and a little, you know, less boring, a little bit more fun. So these work well on occasion when I'm lacking motivation or I just want to do something different. These are great. Underneath that, we've just got a bigger organizer. So again, it's just the jewelry. I think I used to have sunglasses in this, and you just got like some erasers, rubbers, 2 pencil sharpeners, a little hole punch. This is like for refills, so it's got refills of everything. It's got a refill cartridge for the ink printer, a refill ink cartridge for the printer, some refills for my Pacer pens, refill blades for my trimmer, refill sticky tapes, and then just some back stock of blue tack. This has just got all of the labeling cartridges, whatever you call them, printer rolls, and then just some ones that I've already printed up, and maybe I printed them twice by mistake or whatever. They're just in there. So this is kind of working well, and then behind there I've just got the trimmer and I've got the laminator. So these are things that I don't use on a daily basis, but I use them often enough I'm not going to get rid of them. And in this one I have obviously some sticky tape, some SD cards. This is just like an SD card reader for my computer, a spare SIM card, the things that you use to get the SIM cards in and out of your phone that you always lose and you're always looking for. They're all together in one spot. All of my, what do you call these? USB stick storage. And then under there it's just miscellaneous bits and pieces. And these are notebooks that haven't been started yet. Next drawer down. Now these are the drawers that I really want to work through using up. So we've just got assorted arts, craft, school project type supplies. So there's some glue, there's some paint, this kind of twiggy, twiny, stringy stuff. Masking tape. This was like some Christmas decoration tape, fishing line, foam tape, double-sided tape. These are all like stickers and sticky notes. Anything that's got adhesive on it, basically. So sticky notes, and then there's like some random stickers. This is the stamping stuff that I have decided to keep for my bullet journaling. Again, arts and craft, random supplies. This one is just a pouch of like labels that I've bought, some craft paper, and some pre-printed Kiki K like planners, which now that we've got this all sorted out, when things are nice and neat and organized, I'm more likely to go through and declutter them. When things are in a mess and spread out in a million places, you always think, oh, is that the only one that I've got of these? Do I need to hang on to it? When you've got them all together, and honestly I don't use these anymore because I use the ones that I've made, I'm more likely to go through and say, oh yeah, I've got heaps of these. I can just grab some of these and then just pop them downstairs on our in our lobby where we do like a little exchange for people who live in the building. People just pop stuff down there in a box, and then, you know, by the next day someone's picked it up that's going to use it. So that's okay, but it's kind of like my aim to go through and use all this stuff up. Then down the bottom is just more arts and craft type supplies. So this is used for making cards. I usually just make gift cards rather than buying them. And it's really, really simple. You just get a white card, you put like a stack of 2 different colors. You've got a white card, red card, yellow card. You just layer it up, you glue it on, it takes like 2 seconds. And then you put like a cute little topper. And once it's stuck all together, it's just a cute little gift card that you can just stick on something. Any assortment, and it's just so much cheaper and easier than always running out to the store and spending $5 on a card, which is ridiculous. And I know you can get them for like $1 at the dollar store, but you know, sometimes it's just a little bit more personal when the kids make, you know, something for the teacher, for Easter, or there's Christmas little toppers. It's just kind of cute, and it's a little bit more personal when it's handmade.
My love was lost when you came and took it all.
Then up here again, this is just like a work in progress. So this is where the printer is living for the moment. I just want it out of the way in one spot, and then I can just bring my laptop and print something that I need. It's pretty easy and straightforward. Just grab some paper. I don't print things every day, but I do print things like on a weekly basis, so I definitely need to keep the printer. Up here, just got some magazine files that have got an assortment of things, and I'm loving this. I'm actually thinking of changing my entire filing system to just 1 of these and 4 of these for all my long-term filing for paperwork, like for birth certificates, passports, any contracts and documents that you need to keep the originals of. It's just so much easier because I don't have much, just to have it in this little thing rather than put it in now, which is this big thing. So I'm thinking of going through, doing a declutter of this and just switching it out for 1 of these with just 4 of these in it. And then I've just got a little tray, and this is kind of my to-do tray. So it's got some things that I need to either get rid of or just rehome. These are not used and I don't think I will use them. And then these are ones that I need to go through. They're like either used up, 3/4 used up, or got things in them that, like YouTube video ideas, that I want to pull out and just condense down into maybe one or two. Journals, and then notebooks that I use for specific things. This is another thing that I've purchased recently. Well, I don't know, in the last 6 months or so. I think I showed it in a video already. It's just like a tackle box organizer from Kmart. It's pretty deep, so it takes all the big plugs and everything. It's quite convenient to have everything stored in the one place, but sometimes it's like a little bit too big for just some smaller things like this. So I don't know if I'll keep this. I mean, it's working okay, but it is quite big and bulky for what it's holding. So I don't know if I'll look to change that maybe. I'm sure I can find another use for this. The kids can use it for their Lego storage of their little bits and pieces or something, I am sure. But for now, that's what we're using for the cords and cables, and it seems to be working. So guys, I'm going to wrap up today's installment of my whole house declutter. I will pick this up again next week with another video. I've got loads more things that I'm working through decluttering. All of my kitchenware, first aid, bathroom, hair, beauty, makeup, all those kind of things. I'm really going through and just getting rid of tons of stuff. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll leave some videos linked in the description box that I think you'll like, including part 1 of my whole house declutter. Have a fabulous day, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.
Just leave.